Hello, my fellow billionaires. As you can see, I'm dressing like a billionaire because this topic is for you billionaires. And welcome back to this wonderful podcast. My name still remains Akinpelu Omotosho, and you know I'm your host. I'm your host for this wonderful podcast, Vibe With Me podcast, where we enlighten ourselves more deeply about real life, about everything in between in life, music, lifestyle, and we have a lot more on this podcast. This is a movement. This is not just a podcast, but just to dive with us and let us enjoy these programs together. Some people are asking in my DM that am I bringing billionaire? Am I bringing billionaire? Or why did I mention the topic billionaire have more problem than us? Are you not a billionaire? You can answer the question yourself, because if you know what you carry is, if you know the potential you have, you possess, you know that you are a billionaire. But what differentiates us from a billionaire is the mindset, is the decision making, and is also the risk taking. Let us go into this program, and I will enlighten us, and I will share more little light on the topics. There is a great satisfaction in conquering something bigger than yourself. Many Christians, many people think that they can just pray their way out of a resistance. You can pray you can pray for everything, but you can't pray not to have the challenges. Challenges are part of life. Life is not fun if there is no challenges, if there is no hurdles, if there is no setback, if there is no failure. Life is not fun without all these things. All these things makes life beautiful. The way you think, the way you attend to problems, the way you solve your problems. Those are the things that makes life so beautiful. Nothing in life is really fun until you have something to conquer. If you don't have one particular thing to conquer, life will never be fun. Life is not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. I won't lie to you. It's not fun. But when you conquer something, then you see the beauty of life. You see the challenges that you overcome. You see the trauma that you faced. You see the hurdles, the mountains that you think you cannot climb, and you climbed. That is life. The problem with this obstacle is that they make things more difficult. Obstacles makes things in life more challenging. They always get in the way of our plan. Obstacles get in the way of your plan. You might have a particular plan that after you finish school, you go for service. After service, you get a job, and that is your plan. I have my plans, you have your plans. And all of a sudden, life changed the plans. Some people plans worked out, while some of us, we haven't fight the resistance first before we engage in some kind of plans, and life gave us another plan. Now, meeting yourself in that plan, what do you do? Just always know that these challenges, these obstacles is not something you cannot overcome. I'm telling you, it is not something you cannot overcome. It is something that you can overcome. With the help of God, with the help of a good mentor, with the help of good people around you, you can overcome this. Now, let me give you an illustration about what problems and how you can plan. Now, a 10-year-old boy determines to go into a football college. His friends are like, after we are done with primary school, we should go to secondary school. Let us start life. You can see our brothers at university. He said no. His own career does not go that way. He wants to be a footballer. If you want to be a footballer, there are resistance forces that you have to overcome. Meaning, it's either you go to a football academy, you go to a football college and go and enroll yourself in it. Just like a mechanic by the roadside and a mechanical engineering in a university. One is good in practicals and one is good in theory. So this 10-year-old boy went into academy and his friend went into secondary school. Before the friend finished secondary school, he has already done with academy. A team from another country comes and they like the way the boy is playing because he has undergone the process. He has killed the resistance of putting himself in a situation of I want to learn what I haven't known yet. Because let me tell you the truth, most of the things that we went to learn in school, we don't know it. And some of us, we just go there because we want to know about it. Get my point? So this guy gets into the academy, he started playing football. His friend gets into university and lost the vision. Doesn't have what to do. Doesn't think of what to do. Doesn't have a plan because he is not prepared. The boy in the academy is playing successfully and is still going to school. Imagine. So life favors someone who has a plan. I'm not saying many of us don't have plans, but life generally favors someone who has a plan. And if you can plan properly, I'm very sure that life will favor you. I have friends that they are doing very well. I have friends that are doing better. Not that they don't have their own challenges, but they've planned their life to the certain areas that the challenges come, they overcome. When you see challenges as a way to grow, you see challenges as a channel to learn more about that thing that failed you, then you are a billionaire. Billionaire is not billionaire because they have a lot of money in their accounts and they are billionaire. Billionaires solve problems. They are problem solvers. I have a friend, as at 2023, he had an issue and it's so funny. I was at my place then and this friend came to me because he felt that is the only solution he can do to conquer the problem. If you are running and avoiding from a problem, that means you are not capable of solving them. If you can run into a problem, it means you should have a solution to the problem. And if you don't have, that is where good friends comes in. A mentor, a father, a brother, or someone who is like an elderly to you. Talk to them, let them know this is what I'm going through, this is what I need to solve. Then you can get it solved. No problem that is not solvable. That is not solvable. No problem. Ability to think properly, ability to think wisely during these challenges makes you a billionaire. Not in money, but in decision making. Yeah. Billionaires are problem solvers. They solve problems. They sit to see where everybody is lacking and they provide solutions to it. So when you change your thinking, you change your mindset from what has happened to what can be done, you have the tendency of solving it. I used to be a person that when I have an issue, the first thing I would think of is, what is this thing teaching me? What is this problem teaching me? Is it teaching me to learn more about what failed me? Is it teaching me to go and have advanced knowledge about this? There must be a lesson for every challenges. So don't see it as God doesn't want you, God doesn't like you. I used to think that way too. I'm in an environment that people are not mentally stable, things are not working well. What can I do to change my own ability? What can I do to change my own settings? SETTING. You should be able to change your settings. Don't be in an environment where people who are there, they are failures. If you are the number 9, or if there are nine failures in a room, you are the number 10th failure. You have to think positively. You have to be able to think in a way that solution will come, idea will come. God gave us a decision-making mindset. He can't make decisions for us. He can only give us ideas to bring out a solution. That is what God can do for you. The only thing that is holding you back from success is you. You are your setbacks. You are your resistance force. You need to change that mentality, that thinking that you have. Maybe you are thinking it's until you get to a certain age before you can start doing some things. You are your resistance force. A lot of people are trying to dodge some kind of challenges because they don't want to go through the process. You are your resistance force. There are some experiences that nobody, your parents, your friends, your family cannot live this experience for you. You have to experience this thing yourself. You have to experience this yourself. Nobody can live this for you. Nobody. Everything that a man faces in this life is something you can always overcome. It is just your perception, your ideology, and your problem solving techniques. How can you see a problem as a way for you to level up? What is this thing teaching me? That is why I gave a theory in one of my pictures that I posted. I said, what is in it for me? Yes, it's a theory. The theory means that in everything that you are going through in life, there is a lesson behind it. Don't just see it as something that is just happening on a randomly. There is something behind it. A reason, a lesson, and a solution must be for the certain problem that you are going through in your life. Maybe you want to get a house. Before you get that house, there must be a place that you will stay. If you don't have a place to stay, then there will still be a solution. You can never go out of a solution. You can never go out of a solution. Every problem has a solution. One thing, so he is. This is in the Bible. As a man think, so he is. This is a theory. Because if you think you cannot succeed, then you cannot succeed. But if you think there is a way out, then definitely there is a way out. If you think you are the problem solver of everybody, then you can solve problem for everybody. The resistance force that needs to be changed is the way you think. Once you start to think in a good way, you see life gets better for you. Things become better. You start to see solution instead of problem. You start to see a leveling up instead of setbacks. You start to see achievements instead of, let me use the word stagnated. When you have a challenges, see the challenges in a positive way. What is this thing teaching me? What do I have to do? There are always resistance in everything that happens in this life. It might be you, it might be friends, it might be whatever it is. Just take your reasoning into a level of, what is this thing teaching me? What can I do to solve this thing? This is where the Bible verse came in. I don't know if you have come across the Bible verse. 3 John chapter 1 verse 2 says, just as the soul of a man prospers, so he prosper. If your soul is prospering, if you have a good soul that thinks about positive things every time, you are going to prosper. You are going to prosper. No lies about that. Just fact about nature. This is fact about nature. That what you believe in is what is going to happen. This is in nature. I used to have some believed some previous years, and I sat down and I saw that this thing should not be. Why should I be thinking like this? What is making me think this? Then I changed my thinking and I understood that everything has a reason and everything is teaching you something. Maybe when I was thinking that way, I wasn't really prepared. I wasn't really ready for what is to happen. Now I have a better understanding. Likewise, there are decisions that you should have taken, but you are reluctantly about it. You don't want to take the decision. Now you know better. Now you think better. Now you understand better. So go for that thing. and make sure you do that thing. This is not like a motivation. This is just the mindset of a billionaire. Billionaires always see a problem as a means for growth. They are risk takers. They take risks as much as possible. Not uncalculated risk. They take calculated risk. Yeah, they take calculated risk. We believe life will be great when you have no problem. You wake up, you don't have a problem. You sleep, you don't have a problem. That is not how a billionaire sees things. Billionaire sees a problem as a means for, until we start to we think this way, that this is not a problem, this is a growth. I want to grow. This is why this thing is happening to me. So your thinking will be focused on how to solve this problem. Until you start thinking like a billionaire about a problem, we will never reach the billionaire point in our life. Our mindsets, our thinking is what differentiates us from a billionaire or not. Now I'm rounding up because there is a lot to share about this. There is a lot of explanations to make about this, but the main fact is your decision making is what determines you from billionaires. Your problem solving techniques is what you need to work on. If you have a problem, write it out. This is the problem. How can I solve it? Don't always run from your problem. No. If you start running from your problem, the problem gets bigger. The problem gets bigger. It gets bigger. It gets bigger. So many times. And you are not a conqueror, because there is something to conquer. If there is no problem, you won't conquer anything. If there is no problem, there won't be a solution. So thank you everybody for riding with me in this podcast. I'm a billionaire. I don't know about you. Because the way I think lately, I just want to grab some money and see what will happen. I'm assuring you that you will see what will happen. So you too, you can just change your mindset, change your thinking, start planning. Plan. Failure to plan is planning to fail. And sometimes they say a fool at 30 is a fool forever. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. I've seen people who are in their 40s and they are still the way they are. It's because they don't think, their thinking is not like a billionaire. They don't want to solve anything. If you don't want to solve anything, then you will remain the same. Take that risk, solve something, and make sure you are taking that risk. Yeah.